Welcome to your Daily Smash for Thursday, February 1st, 2024. I'm Ray.
I'm Kelly.
I'm really excited about this Soullife campaign. We're going to share it with you in just a minute. Also coming up, the amazing texts that we shared with the shopper who was buying the stuff that we wanted to give to your friend who was recovering at home from the hospital. It takes some explaining.
No, my girlfriend, I so feel bad I didn't go visit her at Cedars, but she was in the hospital for 2 weeks. And I'm like, I'm going to give her something. Mm-hmm. But she had like part of her colon taken out. So I'm Googling, what do you eat? Like a diet for after you have colon surgery. And it was like pretzels, yogurt, oatmeal, eggs, applesauce.
So I wanted to get to that when we tell the story, the rest of the details. But basically, we put a shopping list together, and then it was hilarious. The guy who was, I didn't think about it.
We've never done that before. I have never, I guess I did it when you lived in New York. I did like Instacart. But I've never, ever have done Instacart here in California, ever in my life.
Modern world. Also coming up, Kelly finally gets the confirmation she deserved that she was, in fact, on the right side of history. But first, a lot more about these Soullife supplements that we are now introducing to America. We have the exclusive with this Canadian company. They've been in Canada for years, but they're now branching out into the U.S. and they chose Kelly and I.
Well, they chose us because he knows that I have an autoimmune disorder, and he knows that he could help me, and I'm blown away by how great I feel. They
also know we have a huge audience.
And how much weight I've lost, too.
Yeah, you have lost down to 125. Mm-hmm. We have a huge audience.
And that's you. I was fat before.
I know you guys are very engaged and appreciate the stuff that we bring you. A lot of you have bought a lot of the products that we introduce to you. These are special, okay? I'm telling you, they're special. They're specially formulated. The difference between these minerals and most of the minerals that you would buy is they absorb. Your body absorbs them. So you're going to get the goodness that's in these bottles. Want me to show the ad first?
Yeah, most of the stuff that you can't absorb it, you pee it right out, right? Mm-hmm. This, I did it. He said, you have to do it for 3 months. I did do it for 3 months. And he's like, do it, because I have a thyroid, Hashimoto's. And he said, take your blood work. And I did it yesterday. I'm so excited to see my numbers on my blood and share them with you. I feel tremendous.
You look great.
Rick was sick a couple weeks ago for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. I never got sick because I was on these pills.
I'm taking them now.
Yeah.
And my nails are growing. Like you can see it in different ways. It works in different ways. It promotes nail growth and hair growth, etc.
Alopecia. It helps with all kinds of autoimmune disorders.
Oh yeah, there's a long list of health issues that you. Well, let me play this ad and then we'll explain the rest.
Minerals play an essential role in your body's functions. Don't get enough, you can suffer a long list of health problems. But get the minerals you need, and you can absolutely thrive. We used to get our minerals from the food we eat every day, but overfarming has stripped the nutrients from the soil. Crops grown decades ago were far richer in vitamins and minerals than what we have today. You'd have to eat 4 servings of broccoli to get the calcium 1 serving provided in the 1950s. And meat has just half the iron. Here's your solution. Soullife mineral supplements, including Selenda, Re-Kick, Reform, and Magnesium 5X, specially formulated to ensure your body actually absorbs the minerals and nutrients inside. Soullife has been making Canadians healthier for years, and now we are proud to be exclusive partners here in America. Go to our link to get your Rick and Kelly discount on these amazing supplements that can upgrade your life. Soullife, the minerals you need.
So Jordan Fillion, who co-founded the company, he grew up on a farm and he knows a lot about soil, and he opened our eyes to it, that the soil has been depleted and the stuff that grows in that soil doesn't have the minerals that it used to have. Like the human body has 70% fewer minerals now than it did 100 years ago because you're not getting them from the foods that normally you would get them from. Like that chart at school?
Yes.
With the food groups?
Yeah.
But guess what? the fruits and vegetables don't have the minerals in them anymore because the soil's been depleted by overfarming. It's like mind-blowing, but look it up. There are many studies done on this, and that's why he created this company, and that's why he made sure that selenium and the rest of them have special ingredients that you will absorb that.
What sold me is that he had all these testimonials. Okay?
Yeah.
He had people that had psoriasis really bad, like the before and afters. That's how I really get sold on something. And I'm like, hey, I'll take it and try it. Especially with the thyroid, he promised me that my thyroid and I won't be cold. I won't have like all these issues, brittle hair. I mean, I was losing chunks and chunks of hair before, and I have nodules on my
throat.
On my throat. I've got just big nodules, and that's my body attacking the thyroid, right?
Yeah.
And I'd never really taken minerals before, like selenium and stuff like that.
Selenium is the spoke in the wheel. And selenium and Re-Kick are for Kelly's thyroid, and for any of you who have any thyroid issues.
Autoimmune disease.
Yeah, and then Reform can help you in a lot of other ways as well. And then magnesium, you were saying, this is at night.
This is at night. I take this, and this helps me sleep very well. Sleep is so important, you guys. It's, our body, we only have one body. We have to take care of our body. We have to look out for it. We don't want to have these diseases. We don't want to have these pandemics where we're worried about having all these, I have comorbidities,
So the bottom line here is that these are normally, if you go online, they're $69.99 a bottle. But if you buy two in a what do they call it? Auto order. $49.99 each, so $20 off each bottle, and then there's a 6-pack that is normally $359. That's the value. It's just $249.99. With our discount code, it's Soullife, 2 L's, soullife.com/Rick and Kelly. The link will be in the show description and also on our Instagram pages. 90% retention over 90 days, the company has seen. 9 out of 10 people who start taking this keep taking it.
You have to take it every day. I even bought one of these, and I've been taking. This is what really helps me. I take it in the morning, and then I take my magnesium at night.
Yeah, we take it now every day.
I take it every night,
and we hope you will too. Soullife is the minerals you need, and you'll find them at soullife.com/Rick and Kelly. We ordered those goodies for your friend who came home from the hospital. She has some dietary restrictions, as you mentioned.
Well, I don't know. I didn't even know. I just looked it up. It's gotta be, right? When
of course.
When you're in a hospital for 2 weeks and you haven't eaten anything in 2 weeks.
And she had surgery, so.
And she's like, she has H. pylori, and my other friend had H. pylori. So I had my doctor when I went to go do my blood work at my endocrinologist. She's awesome. She's like, okay, there's this test that you can take at Quest, and you blow into it, I believe, but you're not supposed to have any. I was supposed to go do it this morning.
Yeah.
And I drank coffee as soon as I woke up.
I was wondering about that, actually. So we went to bristolfarms.com, which this is not an advertisement. We just did that because we knew there's a fancy grocery store, and there was one near her home. You plug in the zip code, and then we just filled up our shopping cart, right? And so I didn't really think about the process. I just figured you order it. Like, I don't know, there's a robot, puts it in a box and delivers it. But no, there's an actual shopper whose job it is to fill our order. And so the shopper's name was Jackson L. And we're sitting here watching TV, and I start getting these texts after I made the order from Jackson on my phone. And he goes, the first text was, these are the pretzel sticks they have currently. And they weren't I'd ordered rolled gold pretzel sticks. So I was like, let's go with the sea salt. Thanks. So then I get a Jackson refunded the rolled gold pretzels. And then he asks how many, 2 bags. Sounds good. And then he sends me a picture of the bananas. And he says the bananas, if they have available, are not quite ripe. Is that okay? I'm like, sure, just grab the most yellow ones, please. Will do. And then he said, as for the last 3 of the yogurts, this is the flavors we have. So he sent me a picture of the yogurt in the cooler. I'm like, they didn't have lemon or vanilla. I'm like, any berries is good. How many? I'm like, I don't know, however many we ordered. And he goes, no berry, just mango passion fruit. I'm like, okay. I don't really care at this point.
Yeah.
Would you like that
grabs me.
one?
It's a thought.
Sure.
It's the thought that counts here.
Thank you, Jackson L.
But every time it would come by, we were dying laughing.
And then he delivered it. And there it was outside her front door.
Aww.
And I don't know if she got it that last night. She might not have picked it up till this morning. Didn't she text you and say thank you?
Yeah, I
this
know.
morning. Well, in any event, I have some comments from yesterday's show, but I have to make them bigger. So I don't have to wear my glasses. Yesterday's show, I thought was one of our funniest, with Bobbi answering a critic. And then sparking up right after we were done outside.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I didn't mean to talk about that daily dose of Donna. That was just my mom's take on it. Because we just watched it right before we did the smash. I've never watched her before. That was my mom's synopsis. And that's okay. Everyone has opinions here. Mm-hmm. Not everybody likes this. Not everybody watches this.
Right.
There's a lot of people that unsubscribe. We tell you about it. It doesn't hurt my feelings when people are like, I don't like their podcast. It was my mom's take on, she doesn't know who she is. She's not anybody famous. She was never on TV. I like her. I think that what she's doing, being a content creator, is very difficult. It's very hard. I support her. I told you, but maybe you guys watch this, you don't even know who she is. Go watch her.
We're going to invite her to be on our show.
Yeah.
As a make good for
my mom.
Bobbi's criticism.
But my mom's like, I didn't say anything bad.
Can I just say?
My mom's like, I didn't say anything
your
bad.
Your mom
about her.
doesn't care, though, what people think.
No.
She's 75.
She doesn't care.
And she's like, I don't give a you know what.
Yeah.
She doesn't care.
She does not care.
And Kelly, God bless you. She shares her feelings. She doesn't hold back. She keeps it real. Her mom's the same way.
Well, my mom's got way more cojones than I do. I at least, I care what you guys think. My mom could give two craps.
Right.
She's lived her life. She doesn't care what people say about her or what she thinks. That's, we all have opinions. We all have thoughts. We all have dislikes, likes, and that's fine. That's fine. That's what makes the world go around, right?
Yeah. Alexandria Seidel has some advice if people are getting unsubscribed without their knowledge or consent, because this is happening here on YouTube a lot. She said, Rick and Kelly have all the subscribers turn on all notification bells and they won't get unsubscribed. I've been listening forever. I think this is the reason why I am not getting unsubscribed. I have all notifications turned on for your show.
Oh, wow.
I have another theory. People who say their name is not a name, it's like user XYZ123, blah, blah, blah. Those people seem to be getting unsubscribed more than regular names. Maybe you have to change.
They do that with Instagram. So if I say anything political on my Instagram, I was at 1 million followers. I'm at 750 now. But if I do anything political, it will it will 2,000 or 3,000
or 3,000
wipe me out.
They sweep out what they might consider bots or think might be bots, right?
So that's what Shannon Bedore told me. She said that they do a sweep, they do a cleaning of bots.
So if you don't have a real name, you might be ripe for being unsubscribed. So go ahead and subscribe here on YouTube and hit the like. Well, you don't have to hit the like if you don't want to, but hit the notification bell. And if you have a weird name that's not a real name, maybe update it.
I got some gossip today.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
What is it?
Nene Leakes is getting offered a show.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. And so is Jill Zarin.
Well, maybe you should get one too.
Yeah.
I mean, now that you're on the right side of history.
Not on Bravo though.
Corey Beckett said.
Not on Bravo.
Oh, the show's not on Bravo.
They both got offered shows, but it's not on Bravo. It's not with Bravo.
Corey Beckett says, Bobbi, you're an amazing grandma. F the haters. It always gets me when people are so up in arms over smoking pot, yet they drink like it's going out of style and see no problems. Alcohol is so much worse. I know when I'm high, I'm not trying to fight others, speak aggressively, and all the other BS that goes with alcohol consumption. Be a happy, nice human and go light a joint.
Alcohol is so bad for you. It's bad for your organs. It's bad for your skin. It's bad for your brain. It's bad for your blood sugars. It's bad.
Yeah,
Like
it is.
It is really. It's
One
poisoning. It's
I'm
poison.
sorry. Yeah, and it's one of the reasons why you wake up with a hangover. Your body's like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
But we do drink. We like to drink.
Yeah, but I only drink like 2 or 3, and that's it.
Yeah.
Megan Weaver texted me this morning. Mm-hmm. She's 100 days sober. Congratulations,
wow. Congratulations,
Megan Weaver.
Megan from Jeff Lewis Live.
Yeah.
And Hollywood
100
House
days.
Lift.
So I said to her, "Did you lose any weight?" She's like, "No." And I go, when I gave up alcohol during Lent for 40 days and 40 nights, I didn't lose a pound either.
Because you were eating, right, to make up for the lack of alcohol?
She said she's been eating a lot of sugar. Isn't it funny how your body craves the sugar or whatever it is?
Aaron CRN said, I went to school with a pastor's son whose name is Michael Hawk. Mike Hawk. Mike Hawk.
Mike Hawk. Oh my God, that's funny. No way.
And then, I'm sorry, I have to use my glasses.
I went to high school with this guy named Dave Weaver. Well, he went to Thunderbird, the public high school in my neighborhood. And Dave Weaver named his daughter Dream.
Dreamweaver. Love it.
Dreamweaver.
I believe we can make it through the night.
Who sings that?
Gary Wright.
Let's keep it that way.
I could be wrong. Soph Damam says, my husband uses marijuana and he's a better parent than I am. In the news now.
I've never been like I've never really liked weed. Ever, like, I've always felt because it made me like tired and lethargic and like
stupid.
Like I can't think on my feet, slow. I already have brain fog. It's like even makes me more dumb, and it makes me hungry. Like getting those munchies on that is like it's like you have like an open like pit in there, and you're just like,
what is that? Like your body stops being able to tell you that you're full. It just it tricks you into thinking.
No, but your senses, like everything tastes good. You're like, this thing tastes so good, and then you don't go for the healthy stuff. You go for like garbage, right?
Yeah. That's why they call it the munchies. In the news now.
In the news.
Kelly finally gets confirmation she was on the right side of history. This from the New York Post. The headline reads, COVID failures like keeping schools closed led to eye-wateringly high death rates, a damning report reveals. Doctors have released a damning new report on America's failures during the COVID pandemic, revealing that keeping schools closed for longer than necessary and forcing people to mask outside led the country to experiencing, quote, eye-wateringly high death rates compared to other first world nations. These two professors at Duke and Drexel said the pandemic failures began at the top with poor communication from the federal government, which demonstrated a, quote, surprising inability to generate reliable information, communicate it in a timely and consistent manner, and translate it into sound policy. Quote, the absence of timely evidence and delayed or incomplete communication of what was known led to overreach, which itself had harmful consequences. Mistakes such as keeping schools closed for a longer period of time than necessary, also forcing people to mask outside and keep 6 feet apart. As a result, the study says children missed out on learning and socialization.
That whole thing was when Julie wasn't going to school and she was learning over Zoom, which was just a bunch of BS. I mean, I was like, I cannot believe this is happening. And making a mask up all day long for 8 hours in the school was disgusting.
Well, hold on, because there's more. The children missed out on learning and socialization, as well as the ability to gain natural immunity to other viruses by interacting with their peers. You talked about that. We talked about that 3 years ago.
I know, I did. Remember when you have your kids when they were little and you were like, oh, let them have germs so you can build up their immune system. Yeah. Remember you used to say that?
Well, because it's true.
Little kids, I mean,
that's
the
how it
elderly,
works.
I get it. But the little kids, they're resistant. You have to introduce those things so you have a stronger immune system.
Wait, there's more. Some liberal states also kept parks, playgrounds, and beaches closed, despite scientific research showing COVID was unlikely to spread outdoors or on surfaces forcing people to remain indoors with little or no human interaction. In the aftermath, the U.S. has experienced record high levels of obesity and diabetes, as well as increased high blood pressure and cholesterol. When Americans were let outside during the pandemic, they were often required to wear masks. And it goes on to say that the death rate spiked, and the United States saw these ridiculously high death rates compared with its peer nations. 1.16 million Americans killed by COVID-19 represents 16% of global deaths in a nation with 4% of the world's population. 1 in 3 Americans knows someone who died from COVID-19. About 300,000 children are estimated to have lost one or both parents, and there is a substantial burden of long COVID. They're asking for systematic reforms that we believe should be central to the manifestos of the 2024 U.S. presidential candidates. The aim of the series is not to assign blame, there is plenty to go around, but to look to the future and lay out the critical steps to transform U.S. public health and preparedness and improve population health more broadly. But in general, to sum it up, overreach. It was a mistake to shut down parks, mistake to keep people inside, mistake to not let kids go to school.
I said that, and I was on the wrong side of history.
And I remember
I wasn't scared. We went everywhere.
Yeah.
I was not scared.
we did.
And like, you're killing people. I'm like, I'm not sick.
What a joke.
I'm not sick.
We
How am I
weren't
killing
sick.
anybody? I'm not sick.
I remember, just final story. There were TV helicopters on the beach over the ocean because a surfer
A surfer.
was all by himself on the ocean on a surfboard when they had closed the beaches because of COVID. Closed the beaches. And the ocean was off limits. And there was a guy on a surfboard trying to get some exercise and fresh air, surfing by himself. They arrested him. They had helicopters
Here, right
up,
here in Huntington Beach, right here.
cops on the beach. How dare you go surfing during a pandemic? So hopefully people did learn a lesson here.
I don't
Kelly-
think so. There's so many people like, trust the science. Trust
Yeah.
the science.
Well,
Well, what is the science?
the science
the
is now
science.
saying that all those were mistakes.
And if you read this, which is from the CDC, which is written right here, they still want to believe. They still want to believe that it was all these millions of people that died, and that they don't want to believe it.
More on this on the Rick and Kelly Show on Patreon.com, which is longer, unfiltered, uncensored, and commercial-free.
Misinformation.
Speaking of commercials, don't forget about your Soullife mineral supplements.
Here it is.
Check out the link in our description, show description, or go to our Instagram pages, click on the link, order yourself some Soullife, and get started right now on the road to better health. Soullife is the mineral
I am
you
so
need.
excited to share my blood work with you guys, because I can tell you right now, I've lost weight. I feel great. My hair is back. My nails are back. My skin is back.
My nails are growing like weeds.
Same.
Take care, everybody.
Bye, guys.
Have a smash-tastic day.